Engineers panic. It doesn't just attack outright. No, it sits there looking totally miserable, waits patiently to be asked what's wrong, and then drops a terrifying bombshell. It plays entirely on the animal's fear of starvation and brilliantly positions itself as their sole benevolent savior. Section 3. The naive believers. Reacting to fake news. So the crucial point here is how the target audience in this ecosystem, the fish, reacts to this terrifying, completely unverified news of a famine. Blinded by the sheer existential dread of this fake crisis, the naive fish believed the crane immediately and desperately sought its help. They don't pause, they don't ask for any environmental evidence, they don't check the water levels to see if the pond is actually drying up, they just completely bypass their own survival instincts and hand themselves over to the very creature that naturally hunts them. Fear just totally overrides their logic. And here is the tragic, inevitable result. The crane happily agrees to help, carrying the fish in its mouth to leave them in another lake near the mountains. But of course, there is no mountain lake. By acting completely on hearsay and emotion, the fish become the exact easy meal the cunning crane was planning for all along. The crane simply fills its stomach, and the fish pay the absolute ultimate price for outsourcing their critical thinking. Section 4. Spotting the red flags. A shift in the menu. The dynamic of this entire story shifts completely when the crane decides to change up its menu and offers a ride to a different animal, the crab. This perfectly illustrates the core dichotomy of our explainer today. We have the naive fish versus the observant crab. The fish believed the hearsay and became food, while the crab actively looked for evidence to survive. This maps so perfectly to the two types of information consumers we see in the real world every single day, right? Those who react emotionally and impulsively to rumors, and those who keep their eyes open, constantly scanning for the truth. Let's break down exactly what the crab is seeing. As the crab is being carried on the crane's back, it isn't just passively enjoying the ride or trusting the itinerary. It is actively observing its environment. First, it spots a barren land nearby. Then, it sees a massive pile of fish skeletons. And this leads to a terrifying, sudden realization. The crab is processing these massive red flags that completely contradict the crane's beautiful story about a lush, safe mountain lake.